Okay, so before I was so rudely interrupted, I was showing you this is my work. If I didn't have my calculator and I wanted to expand it all out to get to 672, I would just do 8 factorial, which is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 times, and then 2 factorial is 2 and 1. In the denominator you have 5 factorial, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I just cross-canceled what was alike on the top and on the bottom. And I still get 672. Most of us, however, will use our handy-dandy calculators. We're going to erase. Okay, so permutations, those are arrangements of indistinct objects. So you have n objects, and we're going to arrange C of them in some certain way. For this part of this, though, I'd really need you to have your graphing calculator because it's going to pretty much show you the different ways to do it. So first thing I'm going to do is type in the number 8 in your calculator, and then I'm going to want you to hit math. Do this with me. Do it with me. So if you don't have it, go ahead and press pause and then rewind about 2 seconds. So 8 math. And then I'm showing you the way I know will work for everyone's. The newer calculators, there are some shortcuts that they're just different. So don't want to get into those. So I'm hitting to the right a couple times. Some of your calculators will say probability, like P. I don't know why I can't write that. PRB. Others will say P. Dang it, that's embarrassing. We'll say PROB. You pay a little extra for the O, I guess. But either way, you want to get to this menu, and then you're going to hit the number 2, because that's the symbol that looks like the one that we're going to be using here, and then which means permutations. And then from there, you're going to hit the number 2 because it was 8P2. After that, you'll hit enter. I don't know, missing letters today. And you should get 56. Check that, because if you didn't, I want you to come up and see me and ask me questions or to show you how to do that on your calculator. Same thing for this one. You're going to hit the number 10 first. The newer calculators, you don't have to do the 10 first. You can just put it in each time. But 10, I'm going to have you hit the math key again. Then you're going to hit your arrows to get to that PRB button for probability. And then you're just going to scroll down or just hit the number 2 in order to find the permutations for 3, selecting 3, arranging 3 objects out of 10. So with that, if you did it right, you're going to get 720. Play around with it a couple times first and then make sure that you're okay. And then for this one, once you try it on your calculator, you should get 1 for your answer. That's something that you're going to be doing on your calculator. I'll show you a little bit more about that in just a bit. Okay. Permutations with repetition. Some people absolutely positively love this. The way that we find this is you're going to have a total number, or the number of letters. So let's write that out. Number of letters factorialized. I made that word up. Don't quote me on that because you'll be embarrassed when someone tells you you're wrong. Divided by repeats. Factorialized. So let's look at the number of letters. We have waterfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 factorial. Divided by repeat. So what letters are repeated? Well, there's only one W, but there's 2 A's, so 2 factorial. And then there are also 2 L's, so 2 factorial. So this is for my A's, and this is for my L's. Then you can use your calculator to divide these two, and you should get a pretty big number, 90720. What does that mean? So distinguishable permutations. What they're saying is the number of different ways to arrange the letters that are in waterfall. They don't make all words. We know it. We get it. But there's 90,720 different ways that we could arrange those letters. There's only one way to get it to where it spells waterfalls. Next one, Mississippi. So again, you're going to need your total number of letters, so count them all up. And you get 11 factorial. And then the repeats. There's a lot of repeats, so you can press pause and count them yourself if you want, or try to trust me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 I's that repeat. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 S's. And the P's also repeat. There's 2 P's. And so, do this on your calculator again, and you're going to get 315. Notice this one had more letters, so you would think if there's more ways to arrange them, but because you had all these extra repeats down here, the number is not quite as big as this one. What I'd like for you to do now is to do this with your name, your first name. Some of yours will be longer, some of them will be a little bit shorter. But if I were to use my first name, you already know it, but don't call me it, Tanisha, I have 7 letters. You don't have to write this down. Divided by, I have 2 A's, so 2 factorial. My total number of arrangements for my name, in order to get this wonderful original name that I have, is 2,520. So that's how many different ways that we could have arranged these letters. My mom only chose one of them, and that's this one here. I'd like to see what your numbers are, because I know some of them will be a lot higher than mine, and some of them will be a lot lower. So calculate yours and show me it after. Thanks. Yep, my pen's frozen. There we go. Okay, so now here's a situation similar to what you did with the outfits earlier. A school cafeteria offers 3 salads, 4 main courses. Let's underline that, that's important. 3 salads, underline it on your paper. 4 main courses, 2 vegetables, and 3 salads. So some important stuff here. How many different lunches consisting of, I want to have a salad. That is so weird. I want to have a salad. I want to have a main course. I want to have a vegetable. What else? And I don't need it, but I do want to have dessert as well. How many are possible? So this kind of goes back to the counting principle that you learned in the first video. How many options do you have for salads? Looks like you have 3. For main courses, you have 4. I wish you guys were talking out loud with me, because that would be awesome. Kind of like Dora the Explorer. For veggies, you have 2. And for desserts, there are 3. So to get my total, I'm just going to multiply all of these numbers together. You can check me on your calculator, and there's 72 different lunches that are possible. That's why when they talk about all you guys' options for dress codes, it really does seem like you guys have a lot of options. Okay, so here's our last problem. Congratulations, you've made it thus far. There are 12 books on a summer reading list. In how many ways can you read 4 of them? So this is talking about arrangements, because there's 12 total, but we're only going to be reading 4 of them in a certain order. So if there are 12 books total, we want to arrange it in terms of how I'm going to read 4 of them. 12 books total, I'm going to select 4 of them and how I want to read them. So how many arrangements can we do for that one? Well, you're going to use your handy dandy calculator and try that math function, and then tell me what you get there. I'll be checking your notes for that. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in a little bit. And again, if there's something in here that you're unsure about, I'm here, so ask me whatever questions you might have. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.